It has been 8 months since a criminally insane patient at Eastern State Hospital escaped during a field trip. Phillip Paul walked away from his group at the Spokane County Fair in September and led police on a statewide manhunt. Paul was found not guilty by reason of insanity for killing an elderly woman 20 years ago. His escape launched a series of changes in policy at the state's 2 psychiatric hospitals. KXLY4's Tori Brunetti live on our sky deck and has more on the changes. Tori?
Yeah, DSHS Susan Dreyfus was at Eastern State Hospital. They discussed a laundry list of changes that have been made to Eastern State. Most of the changes include how the hospital will handle forensic patient outings. When Eastern State forensic patient Phillip Paul escaped during a field trip at the Spokane County Fair last September, the community was outraged, and DSHS Secretary Susan Dreyfus vowed to make changes to ensure something like this would never happen again.
It was certainly an incident that shocked and frightened the community, and one that we took very seriously.
Now, before a forensic patient is allowed to leave Eastern State Hospital, they have to be given approval from the court and their treatment team. They can only leave in groups of 4. Phillip Paul was one of 30 patients at the fair that day, and their outing can't simply be recreational.
Any outing needs to be able to justify itself as being therapeutic and be part of a person's treatment plan.
Once a forensic patient gets approval to leave campus, they have to get their picture taken, and the picture has to be sent to law enforcement. And now, because of a law passed in the state legislature, law enforcement has to be told where they are going.
Both hospitals are mindful, as a result of this incident, of the transparency of location. We're trying to stay away from places where there are a lot of kids and families at any one given time as a public event.
Richard Kellogg, the Mental Health Systems Director, says the events of last September were due to a systematic breakdown in policy, and now all employees have been trained to call 911 immediately should they lose track of a patient.
I certainly hope I did last fall was set the tone of transparency and openness, and owning up to what we needed to own up to in terms of where improvements needed to be made.
Now, as a result of Phillip Paul's escape, 7 employees at Eastern State were disciplined, not including administration. The disciplinary actions included suspensions, or some were just verbally reprimanded. None was fired. On the sky deck, Tori Brunetti, KXLY4 HD News.